Hello, I'm Melanie McCool, the Entrepreneur's Hypnotherapist, and this is my husband,
Hi, I'm Shawn Bray, and together we are...
Melanie Shawn Mindworks, and we're the founders of HypnoBiz-in-a-Box, and I want to welcome you to the 3 pillars of a successful hypnotherapy practice.
Welcome.
Welcome. But before we get started, I just want to say if you're watching this, you're obviously watching a replay because, Facebook technology kind of...
It's been all funky all day.
It's been an odd day.
When it started happening, I was like, oh, well,
So here we
go.
But I still want to do things the way that I'd planned. I want to give them the gift that I want to give them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Very cool gift.
Yeah, so essentially for your letting us know who you are, letting us know that you're watching the replay, you'll get your first entry to claim your gift. Your gift is a growth mindset reset conversational hypnosis.
What?
Right.
That's hypnotic.
Well, yes, I am a hypnotherapist, and as the entrepreneur's hypnotherapist, my specialty is in helping people to, kind of get out of their own way, to do what they said they wanted to do in the first place, consciously, by getting their subconscious on board. So, for those who comment on this video, you will be entered to win. So in 1 week's time, so that would be next Monday, we will look at who the top 5.
So comment a lot.
Yeah. But
There's going to be plenty of reasons to.
Yeah, there'll be plenty of reasons to. Comment a lot, and the top 5 commenters will be put into a hat. I'll pull one out, and one of you will get that session.
Cool.
So we can
All right.
accelerate. We'll call it an growth acceleration session. Yeah. Awesome. So as we get started here today, I think we should tell them about our mission.
I was about to say that too.
Awesome.
It's to make hypnosis better understood and more utilized by the general public, and
to help hypnotherapists be properly compensated for the incredible work that we do. I believe the world needs more hypnotherapists.
we were looking for something to put our love into, because that's how we want to change the world with our love, and we started thinking about it, and then we stopped thinking about it and just let it come, and then bam, it's this.
It's this.
So pay attention, because this is really important stuff.
Yeah, so the 3 pillars and how HypnoBiz-in-a-Box actually amplifies this. It's the foundation. So shall we get started?
Let's do it.
Awesome. All right, so here we go. As we get started, I'd love to know what you think they are.
What do you think the 3 pillars of a successful hypnotherapy practice is?
Don't be shy, because you'll probably hit on something that's in a subcategory. Let us know. So take a moment here and drop in the comments what you think it takes to be successful.
And if you know one, maybe you know 2 of them. So you don't have to know all 3.
Awesome. Thank you.
And
boom! All right. So the 3 pillars are
skills,
mentorship,
and community.
So as we go through this today, I would love for you to focus, pay attention, because some of the things we're going to talk about, you likely have heard before, and our brain tends to, turn off and say, I know that,
Right.
Whatever. And you know what I learned is that when my brain does that, I actually have an internal signal that goes, stop, lean in, listen, put the phone aside, get your notepad.
This is really important.
Because you're going to learn something here. You're going to learn a perspective, an insight. There's something here, and the something is the thing that you need to focus on. And again, because the world needs more hypnotherapists, so it needs more successful hypnotherapists. So lean in and write down the things that you know you need to strengthen your foundation. So as we get started, you might have thought we were going to start with skills, but no. So we're starting with community because I think it's really overlooked. I think that so many people get involved with any entrepreneurial venture and they just end up lonely. Right. And maybe taking advice from the wrong people and find themselves in that crab in the bucket scenario.
Walking on that path that looks like it's been walked on before, but...
Right. And then taking advice from people that are really just trying to keep them safe and pulling them back down into that bucket.
Especially being a hypnotherapist.
Yeah. So I did a talk some time ago, actually more like 10 years ago now, I was at a conference and I spoke on how odd we are.
Is that the one where you did the Carlton dance?
It wasn't the one where I did the Carlton dance. It was another one.
Because that would have been perfect.
Yeah, it would have. With Carlton, I need to add.
Right.
Thank you. I danced with Carlton.
We'll throw some shots of that into the group.
No, this was one of the biggest marketers conferences.
Okay,
that
sorry, I
spoke.
got distracted.
It's okay.
10 years ago, you're on stage in Vegas.
And I was talking about, well, the fact that entrepreneurs are only about 3% of the population.
Yeah.
Which means that, well, hypnotherapists are even a really, really small slice of that pie, which means that we're really odd. We're really different. The way that we think and what we believe is possible is far different from what most people will ever allow their mind to think of.
Yeah.
I really believe that, faith is a spiritual gifting of the entrepreneur, and it is a believing wholeheartedly in the unseen, the outcome of you having a successful practice, and then doing the work until it's done.
That's
until
beautiful.
it actually comes to light. Yeah. And so we are different, and it takes being surrounded by like-minded people, linking arms. And I just wanted to quote, actually, Think and Grow Rich about the mastermind
Awesome.
effect. Because if you haven't read Think and Grow Rich, but I bet you all have, right? Comment?
Yeah, comment down below if you've read it. If you haven't,
Or
definitely.
Think and Grow Rich or The Science of Getting Rich by Wattles. That's a really interesting one.
I've not read that.
It's interesting. So Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Chapter 10 talks about the power of the mastermind. And that's when people come together with an intention together, a singular purpose. And our purpose would be to grow successful hypnotherapy practice, to raise the vibration of the entire profession. Imagine that. What a mission, eh? So the quote is, a harmonious mastermind alliance amplifies power exponentially, which means that when we come together, more incredibly powerful things happen. So emphasizing the power of community, knowing that you're in a growth mindset community. We're supportive. We celebrate wins like crazy. Woo! I mean, how many times have you been at a table and you heard everybody like commiserating? Oh, woe is me. And if you were to step in and say, oh my goodness, I just had the best month of life in my business, they would look at you like there was something wrong with you, right? Well, in our world, we're going to celebrate with you. There's also an element of accountability. There's resource sharing that you can only get with your peers and potential for collaboration. It's incredibly powerful, and it's built in.
It's part of what we created, I mean, it's just part of the whole thing. I mean,
A HypnoBiz-in-a-Box.
HypnoBiz-in-a-Box.
Success Mastermind. Awesome. And so I'd love to hear your insights.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, because, I want to know where you've been that it's felt really supportive. I mean, I made it part of my practice that I would be certified at least once a year so I could be around other hypnotherapists.
She does it more than that.
Yeah, I think I've done it at least twice a year, but the point is so that I could actually be with like-minded
Right.
people. So where have you felt really supported in community? Are you experiencing it now?
And it doesn't necessarily have to be with hypnotherapy.
No.
No.
But I would definitely say in this case, it's in a business environment.
Right.
Right. Awesome. So let us know what's worked for you, where you've been, and let us know, how it has benefited you and your life. Yeah. So then as we move on to skills, this is what most people
I can
think
do
of.
this. I can do this.
Most people think of this, we think of, well, if I'm going to be a successful hypnotherapist, I've got to be certified, of course. But perhaps you didn't know that it would also take your being a really successful business person. So the areas of professional growth that most people are lacking when they get certified are
Tech, sales, marketing, and operations. That's what I hear in the chats
all
day
the
long.
time.
Yeah.
And so just make note, because without this solid foundation, it's kind of like you're hobbling along. You don't really have everything that it takes to be successful. And luckily for you, if you're on this.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the HypnoBiz-in-a-Box,
Yeah.
it makes all this way easier.
Right on. I think we go
I mean,
in.
you still got to know how to push buttons.
Sure, but the technology is already done, actually, and way better than I've ever seen. It's like supercharged. Makes sales a whole lot easier when it's doing it kind of for you. Thank you very much. Marketing tools built in are outrageous. Operations done for you. Imagine that. How much time do you think it actually takes when you book a client? What about the whole client journey? How much time do you think most people either spend because they're really diligent, or
Well,
they're not spending?
I'll tell you right now that a lot of the client journey is missed
Yeah.
because you're in session.
Right.
Or you might even miss a call because you're in session.
Yep. So if we know that what we know about sales is that most sales happen within, like, it's this 2 months to 8 months. Oh, imagine that. And it is far more profitable to keep a client
Oh, yeah, totally.
than it
Than find a
is
new
to
one.
find a new one.
Yeah.
And so if you think about where those things might be falling through the crack, and know that HypnoBiz-in-a-Box actually takes care of a whole lot of that for you. Yep. More on that.
Now,
in our mini course,
right.
perhaps. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Now, the professional growth doesn't do a whole lot if you don't have the personal growth going too. So with that, there's emotional intelligence.
Yeah, and what we know is that you can do a whole lot of investing in professional development, and then have a whole lot of maybe courses that haven't been applied, a lot of information that hasn't, well, you haven't utilized to its full potential, because there might be some things in the way. And so without personal growth, professional growth just kind of stagnates as well.
So let's talk about this.
Right on.
We want to know. And you know, if you're feeling something that, oh, you just know that you're lacking in it, then, you know, make note of that for yourself. But also make note of the things that when you hear them or, you know, feel them, it's like, oh, well, I got that under control. I'm doing good with that. We will celebrate that with you.
Yeah, and let us know. Let us know what's
in the comments.
What's really, really, really worked out for you, or what skills you bring from a prior life, because that's really, I mean, that's why we're here. We're here because I built a 6-figure practice out the gate, not because, I don't know, I learned all this overnight, but I'd learned it over years, right? So some of us bring skills to the table. You may come with extraordinary personal growth, and coming to hypnotherapy now, it's a time for you to learn, well, the professional growth pieces, or maybe you have many certifications and are extremely competent at helping people with change work, but the other pieces of skills haven't been.
Like balance, for
Right.
instance. You know, when
Yep.
physical health is on this list, and that's a big one because you start to, you know, blur the lines between personal, you know, your personal life and work life, then what happens?
Oh, what we call burnout.
A little burnout.
So know that everything here is built for anti-burnout purposes. If you don't know, I'm a burnout recovery hypnosis specialist because, well, that's my story. I'm a phoenix from the ashes. And so, yeah, all of that. So think about that. How's your work-life balance? How's
So
that
get those
working out?
comments down below and let us know what's working for you and what you might need a little help in.
And the second or the third pillar we're talking about here would be mentorship. Right. And this is where I would love to hear who has been there for you. I want to know who your certified master trainers are, who certified you, who helped you to hone your craft. These are the people, they may have been your initial trainer, or like many of the certifications I've gotten help you to specialize or to have a particular niche.
And we've got a lot of these already, you know, getting lined up to be guests in our group to speak to you on some of their specialties. And if you have a mentor that you just love, we want to know
We
about
want to
them.
know who they are.
Yeah, and we'll reach
We'd
out
love to
and
bring them in.
get to know them.
Yeah, excellent. And I am a certified master trainer as well. So this is something that I am incredibly passionate about. And, well, I'm all about building that network. So let's connect and bring them into the group to give these people the value that we want.
So
to
what
make
does a
sure you
mentor
have.
do? Because I've played the mentor role a lot in my life, and I know you have. So
Well, essentially, a mentor is there for you at the level of growth that you require. So you seek out a mentor who's already done what you want to do with
Yeah,
great
the
success.
best.
So this is not necessarily just some coach that has taken a coaching. No,
Right.
a mentor is somebody who's been there, done that. They're not teaching from theory. Thank you very much. And actually, that's a perfect segue because the other side of mentorship would be business growth. Because your trainer may not be your business mentor. They
may know the craft, they may know the art very well.
and they may have built a successful practice for themselves, but they might not know the
What's
online,
going on now?
right? Or the online methods or offline methods, or have built a brick and mortar, all of the above. We do a lot of cautioning people to not,
Shiny objects.
shiny
syndrome.
objects, right? Or paying people for their coaching that don't know our profession. Please.
Yeah, so when you're
Caution.
choosing a mentor, there are plenty of hypnotherapists out there
Yes.
that are both the certified master trainer and can help you with business growth.
For real.
For real.
Yes. So just be very, very, very cautious. And
So let's talk about this.
let's talk about it.
Who are your mentors? We want to know, both in the certified master trainer, who helped you get started, and then have you reached out to, and do you have a mentor for business growth?
And I know I've done this as well. I have some awesome people that have helped me along the way when I was first getting started. I knew business, but there were pieces of how to build a hypnotherapy.
I'm counting.
All my trainers.
No, I'm thinking about how many mentors I've had
Right.
in throughout my life,
Yeah.
and it's quite a few.
And it's kind of funny because we talk about this a lot, you and I, people who are, hypnotherapists not having a hypnotherapist. Why on earth wouldn't you? You
Right.
need a
I mean, we got
hypnotherapist.
each other, so.
Right? But I still have my hypnotherapist. And it's just something to really think about. I think that's worth noting. If you don't have somebody that can help you through the rough patches, that'll help you to get yourself out of the mud. Sometimes you just find yourself trudging through the mud. And even if you know self-hypnosis, which I teach, by the way, and I
Yep.
have a course on for entrepreneurs, plug. Even if you do self-hypnosis, sometimes there's a point where you go, you know what? I think that gatekeeper's in there. It's stopping me from...
Oh, I've done that a few times with you. I'm like,
That's what we get to do. Thankfully, it's a blessing. But if you aren't reaching out for help, wouldn't it be nice to be able to reach out for help within a community of other
Right.
hypnotherapists?
Maybe somebody you might have chatted with before.
In HypnoBiz-in-a-Box Success Mastermind.
Ta-da.
Oh, what do you know?
So,
Awesome.
what are the 3 pillars of success for a successful hypnotherapy practice?
Skills,
Bam.
mentor, and community. And
Rem-
it's all built in.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is that, so all those things we've talked about so far, yes, you do need to have them all to a certain degree. The skills section of this column with HypnoBiz-in-a-Box is made super easy.
Yeah.
Super easier. And then we included the mentorship and community because we really want people to succeed so that hypnotherapists can stay in the game and help more people do the wonderful change work, That's what helps change the world.
It is what helps change the world. And so, as you consider now the things that you might have written down, the areas where you could use some more,
support
in those foundations. We'd love to invite you to be part of our community. Come on in. Come on in.
It's good to get in this box.
It sure is. And we have a very special founders offer for you.
Who are the founders?
You! Well, there are founders.
Well,
Founders, founding members. We're the founders.
We're the founders.
We're the founding members. That all works. It's all good. So our founding members offer, we could change the slide if we want to. Our founding members offer is, for just $14.97, you're going to lock in our lowest annual price.
Now, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but when I went on, the reason I went on the search to find something in MindWorks, our business, was because, you were using 10 or so different softwares all tied together, and highly intelligently, mind you, but still it was just cumbersome. And so I went out and I found a few that, could do the job. And anyway, so when we started working on HypnoBiz-in-a-Box, we reduced our annual costs by $4,000.
Yeah.
So
I was running a
that's the reason I'm looking at the price. I'm like,
running a multiple six-figure practice with all of these different softwares, and we essentially found a way that we could run it on one login and everything built in. And I had it built for my practice. Saves us a boatload of money. But then I realized that this was a way that we could really help. Well, my initial thought is always of my colleagues, the people that I graduated with, and I knew had never gotten their business off the ground.
Right.
And after having many, many conversations, we've learned that, so many people, whether they don't get their practice off the ground in the first place, that's one set. And then there's a whole other set that, they put together the pieces and they kind of find themselves at a plateau. They don't have a way to efficiently scale their business.
I literally spoke to a woman today, a hypnotherapist, who said that, I really don't need to attract more clients.
Right.
But I could really use some organization and some streamlining to make all this. And that's really where we were.
To get your time back.
And then we discovered, wow, it's really super easy to get more clients and have it streamlined.
It's like you get you fill all the holes. There's no more holes in the bucket. And if you think about the marketing and sales and then operations pieces and all that time that it used to take that is now taken care of by HypnoBiz-in-a-Box. Okay, there's so many reasons that they want to be a part of this. And I think, but I'm glad that you said that because, $14.97 for the year is an incredible deal.
And it's $14.97.
For life,
with that,
annual
it locks
for life.
you in at our lowest annual price
It will
for
ever
life.
be.
So it'll always be $14.97 a year. Includes the mastermind we've been talking about until December 2024.
Next year.
And this is one of your favorite ones, so I'll let you say it.
I would also want to say that the mastermind, there will be a charge for it for those who don't get the founder's offer.
Right.
Really important. But you're going to get it for all next year. And it locks in all upgrades and all the promotions that I have in store for you. I have, we're already putting more funnels in there. I've got a Black Friday offer in there.
Lots of seasonal stuff.
Lots of seasonal stuff. There's going to be different trainings on how to grow your business with groups and things like how to use AI easily, masterfully, and really effectively to write all your social media, for example, for the year in about 10 minutes. Things like that, all included for you.
And still with our 24/7 support, at your own pace, HypnoBiz-in-a-Box training courses, and more. And I do mean a lot more. There's just not enough space on this page for all the details.
I think I will show them.
Let's show them.
Show them the website, shall we?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So we're going to let you explore the HypnoBiz-in-a-Box website so that you can get all of the details. And you can get started, or you can book a call right on this page.
Whoa.
Whoa, I'm going fast. Sorry, I'll slow on down. You're welcome to read through. But what HypnoBiz-in-a-Box is, it's an all-in-one hypnosis business suite that we created. So created by six-figure hypnotherapists for hypnotherapists, so that you can focus on what you love, that is working with your clients. It includes ready for you hypnosis website with multiple different funnels that will help you to effortlessly launch your business, or, well, take care of the tech if you've wondered how to do this yourself in the past. Everything is seamless for your clients, so the whole client journey is super easy call scheduling. There's communications right in the CRM. Everything's there, ready to go. And there are smart nurture campaigns built in, meaning follow-up. That thing that most hypnotherapists aren't doing, like sending a newsletter out.
I was going to say, like 2 years of hypnosis-based newsletters that go out weekly.
Right on. Yeah. Yeah, that might help you to get more clients to come back. You think? Yeah, I'm sure it's working. All right. So it also has tracking and analytics built in and a whole lot more. There are so many features that are built in that you may not have even considered. Like, well, what happens when you're in session and somebody calls
that's a
you?
big one.
So many things that are built in that I used to pay for by other services.
Yeah. And had to tie it together.
Had to tie it all together.
If it could.
Yeah, and we even have an explanation of everything that's included. So I'd invite you to explore the website for HypnoBiz-in-a-Box, and well, book your call to ask any questions or to get started.
Okay, so act now while the founder's offer is still available and lock in our lowest annual price for life. It's $14.97 a year and includes everything you see on the screen and a whole lot more. And also, get those comments going, because
I've got my growth mindset reset gift to give.
All right, so we're going to call that a wrap here. And you guys get to click in and comment, and we'll see you in the group.
Awesome. All right, with that, peace.